And welcome back, everybody. I'm going to be giving you a quick little tutorial here with the smart mod. This is just after update 6 has come out onto the early access branch to be able to get to this mod version 19. Come down here. We can get the latest test version, which right now is the 19.4.449. That'll unlock everything. Ignore this, I've got the game running in the background, as you can probably hear, so it won't let me actually change that. But yeah, just make sure that you're on at least this version. If anything major changes, I'll update this video. So once you're on that, let's hop over here into the game. One of the first things that you'll probably be trying to do is putting down foundations, getting them aligned to the world grid. So one thing that you'll want to know with that is, use a 4 meter. With the smart mod, well, yes, you can hold control and do things. It will not automatically align to the world grid. To actually be able to get things to align to the world grid, easiest way to do that with the smart mod installed and on the version 19 is come into the mod menu by hitting M. You might need to change your map key, or you can come over to key map and change the menu key for the mod in there. But you can disable smart mod completely, and you'll be able to re-enable it even after you close it. But you can then at least get one foundation down, because that there is aligned to the world grid. Now, by comparison, let's go ahead and re-enable the smart mod here. Copy that. See which way it's facing. You hit control, it doesn't snap into the world grid. But as long as you've put down one foundation with the mod disabled, you can then press and hold your modifier keys to then adjust where everything's going. Now, also here in the options menu, one of the things I have selected is the auto hold mode. That will automatically, when you go to place something, if you go and modify it, now you can look around all you want, and where you put it, it will stay there. The hold mode key binding is defaulted to H, so you can then, if you don't want it to stay in one place, you can pick it up and reset it. You can hit H and unlock the hold, and then hit H again if you want it to stay put again. But you can also do some pretty big platforms with this mod, which is a nice thing. But if you're running into issues with that, if the game is crashing on you. This is something I myself have run into. One thing that you can do, whoops, not that button. Come in here to the game options. The issue that was found was the new gameplay data collection that Coffee Stain Studio is doing is having a conflict with the smart mod doing not just big platforms, but even mid-sized ones. I was trying to put down a little 13 or 12 by 10 and it would crash. So just come into options, gameplay, send gameplay data, opt out of that, and you can build as big as you want. Is the way I understood that. And you can, one nice thing you can do with the smart mod, once you are into placing foundations, if you're using the hover pack like I am here, I have my up and down set to shift is down, space is up, space and jump, and go fly up with the hover pack. And then shift is crouch and fly down with the hover pack. So with the smart mod, shift is also one of your modifiers to be able to scroll out. And you see I'm losing altitude. One thing that you can do to offset that is hold shift and space together. Now, as you can see, I am not falling anywhere and I can still scroll in and out in that direction. The other direction doesn't have any conflicts with the hover pack. That's control. But that's why it has a conflict with the alignment to world grid. You might try to figure out what that is in the base game key bindings and switch that to something else, but I find that once you put down one foundation, it's best to work from that foundation platform that you build off of that everywhere else that you go. Personal experience anyway. But another thing that you can do while you're still building out a nice big platform like that, you hold Control and Shift, which again, if you're hovering, Control Shift Space, so you stay in the air, and then scroll. You can then do platforms on top of each other. And oddly enough, that looks to be like a maybe 4-meter gap between them. Let's just build all that and find out. Oh, that hurts the frame rates. Okay. Frame rates back. Let's see what kind of spacing that gave us. Let's see here. Let's give it a... Actually, you know what? Let's just take that. Yep, that is a 4-meter spread. Interesting. I figured it would just stack them right on top of each other like this. But it doesn't. One by 1 by 7. Okay. Well, we'll just leave that there for right now. We'll just work off another bit here. Another thing that you can do, well, not handy with foundations, but say putting down machines. Go into production here. We'll just grab the constructor. You can actually place multiple constructors all at once. Look at that, a nice line of 10 constructors. Now, if you know that you're going to be working with a oh, that's right, smelter's in a different category now. Now, if you know that you're going to be working with one-to-one from smelter to constructor, then because smelters don't space the same way. As you can see, same place that the constructors are, same number of constructors as smelters here. They don't line up, but there is a spacing option that you can do, and now you've got them all lined up. For the default key, I believe that is P, but that's way over out of comfortable use range, so I've moved that to the Z or Z key on a standard American English keyboard. And that will space them out however far you need them. I just use that for setting them up. You can also do the same thing with splitters. So you want to put down 10 of those. Again, they're not going to line up, but you hold down the offset key or the spacing key. Oops, I didn't get that lined up to begin with. Oops, wrong way. Oh, we got too many of them. We need 10. And then we hold Z, at least for me anyway. And now they're all going to line up. As you can see here, this thing is also trying to connect belts between the mergers here. And that is an option that you can check also in here. Auto connect between splitter and merger. And poles. You can check or uncheck that if you want to. You can have it set to auto, max, your maximum highest belt you've currently got unlocked, or you can actually set it to whatever tier belt you want. You can do the same thing with the pipes. 2 building belt and lift level. You can do it based on recipe. That's a new one. Auto max unlocked -1, -2, or -3. This is all new. I'm learning as I'm going here, but I already knew you could individually select 1 through 5 or max unlocked. But this based on recipe and max unlocked here. Minus. So you could have Mark 5s unlocked and only put down Mark 3s. That's nice. And 2 building pipe level based on recipe, max unlocked, or you can tell it Mark 1 or Mark 2. That's nice. You can also enable auto connect to buildings. Auto connect, auto setup, space and level offset. Building is found. You will not be able to change those 3 parameters once. It will set those parameters once and then you can change them. Those 3 parameters will not be automatically set. I like this option here, auto connect. Enable recipe option, recipe copy from the first building. And enable extend. I'll go over that here in just a second. The building extend belt, pipe, and lift logic. Copy levels from existing items. Oh, yes. I think I'm going to switch to that one so I can have it set. I'm going to have to test that. That's a new option. Extend enable recipe copy from the building. Enable belts, splitters, mergers to be copied. Yep. Alright, this thing here. Or to offset 10%. How many arrows to show? Just one? Okay, yeah. Alright, there's some new things in here I didn't even know about yet. I'm really looking at this going, I think I can do a lot more with this. Balls in the middle, up. Arrows for buildings in the middle, up. No. Anyway, this whole extend thing. Let me just do this real quick. Take out all of these. Come down here. I'm going to set this one to, say, the cast screw recipe. And just copy it. Now, as you can see, this one here is the one I set. This one here, I haven't set this one because, as you can see, build it out. Just put them all down. Now let's check this last one. Still doing screws. Same with that one. Nope. F. Control X. Select specifically just the constructors. Get rid of them. And something else new with the smart mod as of this latest version is it now works with Zoop. So you can click and zoop just like before, or you can still do the whole scroll wheel thing just like it's normally done with the smart mod. Now with the since I'm kind of short on some of my materials, I'm going to go Mark 1s with this for demonstration purposes. Oops. And auto connect, auto connect. Let's go with splitter. No, splitter. I want it to go that way. Disable auto connect. Double tap left shift. That's something else new. One. Yep. Okay, we're just going to do that. Switch this thing. Whoops. To merger. Get rid of that. Thank you. Connect to that one. Nope. No. Just doing this for demonstration purposes, but now if you connect... Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I thought I told you... Mark 1. There we go. Alright. And... Nope. If you're trying to do a whole line of them like this, you'll have to go through and add all your splitters and mergers in separately. But if you just want to extend the production line, just look at select machine you want to duplicate, look at it again, and it'll build the next space over that's available. And it'll also auto connect the belts, add the splitters and mergers and connect them up to the machines, and auto connect the screws. Now, one thing I want to find out, since I have a daisy chain power mod, no, it will not duplicate the power. So you'd have to do that. I'm not sure if that'll work with the, if you're putting down power poles and everything, how that would work, but that is one handy way of doing it. Also, something else that you can do. Let's see here. Grab the conveyor, the stackable conveyor poles. You can, again, scroll out. It'll have a belt between it. Hold your spacing key, whichever that is. Stretch that out. Just be mindful of the maximum length of belt. I believe even with the mod, there will still be a limit. I haven't tested that. And you can do a nice simple run like that. Or if you want to do a bus line, go vertical. And whoop. That builds everything just like that. So you can do in big old bus lines, or if you really want to get crazy with it, oops, not the belt, I wanted the conveyor pole. Let's point this one this direction. Well, let's go ahead and bring this up a ways. Do a couple poles, and then, whoops, not that, spacing, and then you can really stretch it out. And it'll go a long ways really quick. Not going to build that though. What else can you do with this? Something else that you could do with the machines? You can do a grid of them. Get a 5x3 like that. And then you can also space them out. I believe you can even come in here, default spacing dimensions X plus Y. You could do just X only, so that they go that way a few, go that way a few. That that's not the way I'd want that to work. I'd like an option for Y only. Have X and Y separate. Yeah, I might make a mention of that to the developer. Because being able to space things in either the X or Y axis would be nice, because if you do it this way, go that way and go that way, still hit Z, that still does it just on the X axis. I'd like to be able to do it on the Y axis so you can space the machines this direction and keep them nice and tight together. What else? Are there any other little tips or tricks? Well, I think that'll be it for this. Hope you found this useful. If you did, please leave a like. If you'd like to see some more Satisfactory content, I am doing semi-regular uploads of Satisfactory. Like to be kept up to date on what's going on the channel, please subscribe, ring that notification bell, it would really help. But until next time, remember, have fun.